Hello, and welcome to today's reading. This is a collective reading, so if it came across your feed, then it might be for you. We're just looking for a general message, no specific questions, whatever spirit wants to come through. All right, we have release, Ace of Water, and the Eight of Fire. Some of you, oh my goodness, and we also have Awakening on the bottom of the deck. Some of you have been going through trials and tribulations lately. We have release, which is number 13. Traditionally, it's known as the death card. You have some ending that is coming. And I feel like this is an ending to a very difficult time in your life, a time where you felt run down, like you have no energy, like you can't go anymore, you have nothing left to give. You're transforming. Some of you may be very people oriented. You may be naturally people pleasers. And I feel like this is your energy shifting from that people pleasing attitude into something more, I don't want to say selfish and self serving, but it is important to take care of yourself before you can help anyone else, right? You have to make sure that you are in a healthy state of mind before you're able to assist others and bring health, happiness, well being, joy, whatever it may be to other people. And I feel like you're finally realizing that. That's part of this awakening that's happening as well. We have 12 and 13 back to back. You've been in this waiting period for so long. This period where you've had to pause and really reflect on what your life has been, how you got to this point, how you've become who you are, how you became this type of people pleaser, how you became so obsessed almost with making other people happy and keeping the peace and just always going, never knowing when to slow down, never knowing when to shut off your mind or how to even do it. For others of you, or not others, for a lot of you, I do feel like your crown chakra has been blocked for a while. Your intuition has been blocked. Your connection with the divine has been slow, stagnant. Maybe a lot of static in that connection, right? So maybe you're not hearing messages from the spirit realm as much or as often as you once were. Maybe those messages, when they do come through, they're more distorted than they used to be, or there's just a lot of interference. I feel like with this awakening card and this release card, you're going to be getting a lot of downloads, a lot of messages, a lot of clairaudient messages coming in very soon that are strikingly clear. I mean, the clearest messages that you have heard in a long, long time. These are going to come in fast, and I have a feeling they're going to be an emotional release for you. It's going to be a lot of confirmation that you're hearing from your guides, from spirit, from your ancestors, even. It's going to be a lot of. It's going to be things that heal your inner child, help heal those emotional wounds, help heal your heart chakra as well. And it's interesting to me because when we think of having an open heart chakra, when you don't think about the details, it's just, oh, your heart chakra is open. That's great. But it can be open too much. You can give too much. You can, love and be too selfless. I know some people will probably disagree, but when we give too much of ourselves and give too much of our love to other people and nothing to ourselves, it depletes our energy, it depletes our reserves, it depletes our spirit, and it causes us to wither away, honestly. And I feel like that's kind of a spiritual starting point for chronic illnesses in this day and age. Let's see if Spirit has any additional messages for you. We have transformation, the Tower, realization, life change, and liberation. It's interesting to me that we also have this little timer coming up again. And some of you may feel like you're running out of time these days. You may feel really stressed about where you are, really stressed about your current health, whether it's mental health or physical or even spiritual health. We were talking about the heart chakra being wide open, maybe overactive even, and we're talking about the crown chakra being heavily blocked in your case. It's interesting because you feel like you're running out of time, but your energy is so depleted you can't fulfill these dreams that you're wanting to fulfill. You don't have the energy to back it up, to back up your passions, desires, your drive. And it's like Spirit's telling you to rest, pause, wait. There's something you need to wait for. That timer is on its side. Wait. Don't act on these dreams just yet. This transformation is coming in, and I think it's interesting. This person, it looks like a man, is being guided by an angel with a torch. Your guides are helping to lead you out of this. It may not feel like it, and it may feel like you're hitting rock bottom, or you're losing everything you've ever loved or everything you've ever worked for. Your world is turning upside down. Chaos is just covering you at the moment. But your guides are pulling you out of these difficult times. They're trying to lead you in the right direction, which is a bit difficult, right? If your crown chakra is blocked in the way that we were talking. But I feel that when you okay, I'm feeling a lot of input and energy from a sacral chakra as well for your reading. And sacral chakra and crown chakra and third eye can be linked when it comes to intuition. So maybe you're not fully understanding what Spirit is guiding you to do, or where they're directly guiding you because of that crown chakra blockage, but your sacral chakra is like innately guiding you as well through your passions, through your creativity, through a feminine energy, maybe more passive feminine energy, and letting things flow. So I do think that your guides want me to remind you, don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry. They're helping you. They're assisting you. They're pulling you out of this. We have the King of Fire and the Eight of Earth. Some of you are worried about finances, financial breakthroughs. Maybe you've been working hard or planning meticulously for your next career move, or a new business, or a new job. Some of you have been studying really hard for a long time and focusing on cultivating this career for yourself. And I feel like you, for a long time, probably felt joy in this, but with this lack of energy and all of the stress and this turmoil that has come up in your life recently, maybe it's draining you even more. Maybe this desire, drive, passion for your career or for the field that you've been in for so long has kind of sucked you dry, your full essence, your spirit, your happiness, your joy, your passions. Your guides were there with you every step of the way, and they want me to tell you that the direction you have been taking up to this point in terms of your career was not wasted time. I feel like there's a fear for some of you that maybe you went the wrong direction with respect to work. And maybe you're locked down in that job or that career field, and it feels like it's a lifelong thing, right? Because you've put so much effort, so much money, time, so much of yourself into this career path. But things are changing, and maybe that career path is shifting for you. And maybe this transformation for some of you isn't necessarily a totally different 180 career path or field. For some of you, it might just be, shifting from one job to another, or to a remote job instead in the same field. For others of you, it's a complete career path change. Like someone from healthcare going into the arts, or someone from like content creation going into like teaching. We have the 9 of fire, 5 of earth, and the 6 of water. For a long time, I feel like you've had this dream. You've had this dream of being something specific, like we were talking about with this career or work that you've been chasing for a long time. I feel like that's coming up with the 6 of water because this is something you've wanted to do since your childhood. It feels like something you felt guided to do. With her holding this feather and looking at this feather, it feels like her guides guided her to this career path. Like instead of you choosing, say, to, I don't know, be a news reporter or be a photographer or to be a doctor, to be a musician, to be a teacher, whatever it is, this path that has you so stressed out is something you felt called to do, something that you felt God told you to do, Spirit told you to do, your ancestors, angels. It was this natural pull. It was where you felt like you were at home. You felt comforted. But lately it's been making you feel so overwhelmed. And I feel like maybe for some time you had a lot of support in this career path, and that support slowly drained away. It could have been people, it could have been finances. You know, maybe some of you started working alone more than you used to. Maybe some of you took a pay cut. There's something here about losing money or losing like financial support or emotional support from this career path. And it's made you very defensive, very protective of your energy. But what you aren't understanding or realizing is that this path, look at all these flowers that are blooming in these 2 cards. This path may be difficult for you, but it's leading to this resurrection. It's leading to this personal growth journey. It's leading to this beautiful garden that is going to flourish even more so than it would have if you would have done something else, honestly. If you wouldn't have been through this time of difficulty. And sometimes you might feel alone while you're on this journey, this setback, because this doesn't feel like a minor setback. For those of you that are still listening to this message, it feels like a big setback. And it was a big hit. But the thing is, you might take some steps back, but it is going to propel you so far forward in life because you are really supported spiritually. And I feel like maybe you neglected your spiritual side in order to follow this career path, and you were focusing more on money and more on connections and networking, and more on hustling and just working hard and trying to keep everyone happy, your clients happy, your boss or coworkers happy. But now, since you've been in this period of pause, your perspective is really shifting, and you're starting to realize, man, I should be happy myself. I should be happy and focus on my attitude and my mindset and my mentality. Because if you're not happy in your workplace, it's going to drain you. It is going to drain your vitality and life force so quickly, and it is painful to recover from. And I feel like that's what you're learning right now. It's painful to recover from a traumatic, toxic workplace. So, but there is hope. Spirit is watching over you. They are leading you out of this. And you're going to move forward in a more peaceful manner.